Since My Turn, as the page was called, was not real journalism, but written by amateurs and, even worse, on personal subjects, she knew many of her colleagues felt the same way. Editing it was less demanding in some ways than her last job as the education reporter, but Liz liked it. She liked the daunting fact of the bare page that met her every morning, needing an essay that was serious or comic or exceptional in some way, trimmed to the right number of column inches, accompanied by the right illustration, headline, and summary. She liked the fact that the page was, inexplicably and annoyingly for her colleagues, one of the most popular in a newspaper heavily freighted with dense political reporting and analysis. She even liked the troupe of dour Eastern European freelance illustrators she had inherited from her predecessor. She didn't have the heart to fire them, although she was always trying to leaven their expressionistic gloom with some defter, lighter talents. Most of all, she liked the powerful writing amateurs could occasionally produce when they were writing about something that was important to them. Her phone buzzed. "Hey, Mom. All good here. Just leaving swim practice. Sorry I went AWOL last week. 2 midterms. They went okay. Have you gotten rid of the creepy poet? XX." She smiled. Like Telemachus in the Odyssey, Peter loathed his mother's suitors. "Dear Telemachus, nice to hear you did well in the midterms. The creepy poet. Count your blessings. When the original Telemachus returned with his father to Penelope's house, they had to kill 108 suitors. Nothing like that mob scene here. XX." She went back to work, trying out a few headlines for tomorrow's essay on Shelby becoming Tamara, riffing on Shakespeare's line, "A rose by any other name would smell as sweet." She played with, "A son by any other name." No, bad idea. How about "A child by any other name"? No, it was making the name too important. Ahead, as the headline was called by journalists, condensed the essence of the piece, ideally with wit or even a pun, and ran tidily across the page's 3 columns. The summary or deck was less demanding, either a synopsis of the content or a teaser. Like the modern liberal parents we wanted to be, we had been relaxed about Shelby's interest in dresses and skirts. The morning passed. Colleagues appeared, inquiring about her weekend, telling her about theirs, settling down to a story they were pursuing, a review they had to write, a piece they had to edit. Norris Davidson, the managing editor, leaned over Liz's cubicle. He wore his usual look, harried but determined to do the right thing, however grating. "That piece you ran last week is trending on Twitter." "Which one?" "The one—" He was having trouble remembering. "Oh, yes, the one where the old guy whose wife has died goes back to his hometown for his high school reunion and gets together with the girl he took to the junior prom." He raised an eyebrow and slid his lips to one side. It was an expression that asked, in what world would people prefer to read that kind of stuff rather than Moranowitz's exceptionally sound column comparing Hillary Clinton's and Bernie Sanders's attitudes to trade? By around 10:30, the homemade muesli with no-fat yogurt Liz ate every morning had left a yawning cavity in her stomach, and she went to the cafeteria for a cinnamon roll. The publisher was standing in the coffee line with 3 other suits. Normally, he did not deign to eat the cafeteria food, or if he did, he sent his assistant to fetch it. But this morning, he was showing a few guests around. "How's it going, Liz?" "Fine." She bit back Mr. Donovan, and the sir that leaped unaccountably to her mind would have been even more ridiculous. So she left her reply hanging. He could call an employee by her first name, but unless they were known to be friends, calling him Seamus would attract attention. He introduced her to the suits. "Liz edits one of our most successful pages." Bravely, he began trying to describe it. As soon as the suits realized she had nothing to do with the politics or business sections, their nods and smiles turned perfunctory. "Really? Interesting. Yes, I think my wife enjoys that page." On her way back to her desk, she ran into Philippe, one of the Eastern European illustrators, carrying his portfolio. Her ignorance was embarrassing. She thought he was Polish, but now it was too late to ask him. No doubt he was in the building to chat up the newly assigned Spotlight editor, although the idea of